Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is I, your favorite alchemist, Alkemygoddess. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. You are greatly appreciated. First and foremost, if you have not yet done so, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to ring the bell so you are notified when I do post new content. Happy Wednesday, happy day of Mercury. Today is Virgo and Gemini's day. So it's a great day for communication, great day to have meetings and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm sorry, my apologies for not being here for a few days. There's a lot going on in my life and my family. You know, my sister is still battling cancer, and I'm still living at my niece's house, and we have to move and stuff. So a lot going on, but I'm trying to show up and I'm trying to be consistent as much as possible, because tarot is something that I do enjoy doing. It's just when you have so much going on in your life that messes with your emotions, it's very difficult to come here and do readings. And this is not depression or anything like that I'm going through. It's just stuff happening with my life and my family, and like everyone else, I'm human and things happen, you know, and you got to deal with it as it comes. So despite all of that, and if you guys, I don't know if you guys know or not, maybe you do or don't, but last year October, my oldest sister Shoni passed away. So knowing that my second to oldest sister is sick and doesn't seem like she's getting better, it hurts. So like I said, I'm dealing with a lot, but I'm here. So all right, let's start with some zodiacs. The first zodiac sign for today's energy for Wednesday, July 30th. The first zodiac is Libra. The next is Scorpio. And then we have Cancer. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Sag. I like that it's a little fire in there, you know? I like that. So we have Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, and Sagittarius. Let's get some angel numbers. The first angel number is 444. I am protected. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. 444, I am protected. Number 17, I am independent. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. Number 17, I am independent. And 29, I am insightful. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. Number 29, I am insightful. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, number 5, I am adaptable. Excuse me. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. Number 5, I am adaptable. Look at some messages from Spirit. I did pre-shuffle. Okay, so we have trust your intuition in this situation. What you are sensing is spot on. Interesting. A divine partner is on your path. This will be a love like you have never known before. Oh, I love that. You know, I miss love bugs, so I love that. Our souls are evolving and learning lessons. Sometimes we have difficult past karma to work through. Acknowledge your difficulties and heal from them. Yeah. And your family loves you, can offer the support you need or the support you seek. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Sorry, I feel like my face is itchy. Let's go ahead and start with some tarot and see where the energy is going to lead us today. No oracle to start the reading. We'll get into oracle as we get into the reading, as I always do. But today we're going to start with some tarot because I want to see what the story is behind the scenes. Spirit messages you have today for the collective. Clarity, guidance, you provide to the Spirit. I like to get a good shuffle, you know? I like. At the bottom is the Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands is a card of someone giving up. Someone has their defenses down, their guards down, their guard down, should I say. Someone could be feeling very detached. Or someone could just be very detached from someone or a situation. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, sevens might be relevant today. What was that? That was 17, right? Yeah, okay. So we have the Strength card, Leo energy, Queen of Swords, Libra energy, Ace of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Then we have the, why I said Libra energy, I guess because Libra's on the table. And then we have the Two of Wands showing up in reverse. This definitely feels like it's involving a soul connection with someone. The Lovers card is a card of choice. It's a card of soulmates, soul connections. It's a card of attraction, you know. There's a King of Pentacles here, which is a card of stability, but it's reversed. It's a card of legacy. It's a card of materialism. It's a card of creating, like, it's someone who is secure, stable, creating a legacy, things like that, but it's reversed. The Ace of Swords is also reversed, which is a card of awakening. It's a card of new ideas, or, you know, seeing things clear. So what I'm getting here is someone is not seeing something clear, or someone hasn't seen something clear about the choice that they've made. The Queen of Swords is this energy of someone who is standing in their power, right? She or he is being truthful. And I do get a feeling that the truth is something that someone can't face, because with the Ace of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed, it feels like this masculine energy I'm getting with this King energy is saying, like, this masculine is not able to see the truth, but this feminine is speaking the truth. Strength card is bravery. And what I'm getting is whoever this is, living your truth, speaking your truth, or whatever the case may be, you know, you're being brave. You're being courageous doing this. And this is something that I feel when I see the Strength card and speaking the truth that needs to be commended. You know, what you're doing is living in your authenticity, living in your light. You know, and this is what aligns you with your true purpose. Now, the Two of Wands back here in the reversal tells me that someone is starting to see, like, it's something about a choice. Because the Two of Wands is here reversed with the Ace of Swords. Remember, I told you it's here reversed too. Someone is starting to realize a choice they made wasn't the right choice, and pertaining to possibly a soul connection with someone. And y'all, my wrist, I don't know what it is, but there's this bump here and it hurts so bad. I don't even know what it is. It might be from shuffling. I have no idea, but it hurts so bad. And it feels like it's getting worse. All right, so I have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, pushing through. That's a card of struggle, trials, and tribulations. King of Pentacles again. Knight of Wands. Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, a lot of energy that was at the bottom of the deck too. And then we have the Hierophant, which is more Pentacles energy, because King of Pentacles is, you know, Virgo, Cap, Taurus. Hierophant is Taurus vibes. Again, Seven of Wands reversed. King of Swords is reversed. This is giving me someone who has no defense for what they've done. It's like someone can't apologize or doesn't know how to apologize. The World card is showing up reversed. The Magician is showing up reversed. The Five of Wands is showing up reversed. Like, you can't argue with this. You can't fight with this. And I don't think they can either. You know, it just kind of looks like someone is realizing, you know, they made a bad decision about something. But it's giving, the Page of Cups reversed is giving someone who knows they need to apologize. In order for something to officially shut out, for something to officially close, they know they need to apologize. But it's this Magician energy in reverse. So this person is sneaky. This person is manipulative. You know, the Magician is the master of manifestation. When it's reversed, it's the master of manipulation. It's someone who doesn't fully stand in their power and make things happen for themselves through their own will. They do it through manipulating people, lying to people, being sneaky, doing things that they're hiding, you know. And the card next to that is the Five of Wands reversed, which tells me someone is seeing, they're no longer conflicted about these choices that they made. They're no longer conflicted about it. They know they made the wrong choice, to say the least, right? Let's go ahead and get some Journey to Divine Love to clarify the energies on the table. Again, Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed, and the Hierophant. Well, the Hierophant is divine masculine energy. in my opinion, okay? When I see tarot and I see the Empress, I think feminine. When I see the High Priestess, I think divine feminine, right? When I see the Emperor, I think masculine. When I see the Hierophant, I think divine masculine. Someone who is wise, traditional, happiness, free spirit. Okay. So let's clarify, because clearly with the Ace of Swords showing up in reverse, again, we have new ideas, mental clarity, realizing the truth and making the right decision. See, I feel like the Ace of Swords reverse is someone realizing they did not make the right decision. Empty, void. Yeah, someone could definitely be feeling a void right now, or feeling gateway, new direction, new beginnings, transparent, straightforward, predictable, long haul, long-term commitment. Okay, so maybe there's a possibility of someone getting ready to move into a new direction, a new beginning, and maybe with this situation at hand, they're going to finally close the door so that both parties can move forward peacefully and without any guilt, remorse, or animosity. So compromise, I told you, middle ground, compromise and understanding. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, I got chills going down my body about that one. Someone wants to finally come to a compromise and call a truce. We have spellbound, captivated, and magnetic pull, low-key, secret admirer, adored, undercover, divine feminine counterpart. If that ain't in sync, I don't know, y'all. Do y'all see that? We have middle ground, so someone wants to come to a compromise because they feel very drawn towards this, this divine feminine counterpart. We have not just spellbound, captivated, and magnetic pull. We have secret admirer, adored, undercover, divine feminine counterpart, guilt, remorse. Y'all see this? Guilty, conscious, and shame, remorse. And we have mirroring, reflected or shared energy. Somebody's been reflecting. They've been reflecting on their actions. Twin flame union. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible that two people could be coming into a union. Two twins. It is possible, because we did start with the Lovers card. The Lovers card is the twin flame, and it is the twin flame card. Two of Cups is the card of compatibility, union, partnerships, divine partnerships. But the twin flame energy comes from the Lovers card. Okay, so let's clarify and see what's this struggle, what's this pushing through, what is this, spirit? Will they be able to push through? Are they going to push through? What is this Nine of Wands energy, spirit? They're going to get 3 cards, okay, for each, because I just got to do it. Yeah, barriers, obstacles, challenges. Interesting. We have divine timing and universal precision, faith. Then we have désolé, abandon and neglect. So this tells me that this is a situation involving two people that are going to push through. It's a very nonchalant, unfazed, unbothered energy surrounding either this feminine or this masculine, and it could transfer from one to the other at times. The masculine could act unbothered or unfazed, and then it could switch and be the feminine who acts unbothered and unfazed, because they mirror each other for sure. Twin flames do. But there are a lot of barriers, there are a lot of obstacles, so this is not a connection that can come into some kind of resolution without divine timing. And what I mean by that is, this masculine has to see the error of their ways, the feminine has to see the error of their ways. They have to both see and live in their truth and their authenticity in order for this connection to align, to have any kind of push through it, whether the push through leads to them coming together in union or them separating and going their own way, them going their own separate ways and just making peace with it. It's what it is, right? King of Pentacles, reverse, spirit. Divine feminine counterpart. We have seduced, temptation, and lure. Wow. Oh, wow. Divine masculine. That's crazy. So clarify the King of Pentacles reverse. This king energy is someone who, I feel like they never offered this divine feminine security, stability. It could possibly even mean that this masculine feels bad about it. But I will tell you this, knowing that it feels like this person had not made the right choice, because that's what I'm getting with the Ace of Swords here reversed. Knowing that they didn't make the right choice, I feel like what it's doing is it's seducing them, because this divine feminine counterpart, see, divine feminine counterpart seduce, temptation, and allure, self-care, self-love. This is what this divine feminine is doing. She has fully stepped into her divinity. And it's pushing this masculine to do the same, because if I'm standing in my truth and I'm standing in my light, my power, and I'm not accepting whatever BS you throw at me, and if this is in fact a twin flame connection, it's going to trigger this masculine to step up and stand in their truth and step into their divine masculine energy. And remember, I told you, divine masculine counterpart, Hierophant, is the divine masculine energy of the tarot deck, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I feel like the Empress and the Emperor represent the physicality of these feminine and masculine energies, and the High Priestess and used to be the High Priest, but it's the Hierophant, represent the divine, the one when they step into their divinity, their power, their truth, when they elevate, you know, that 5D energy, you know, that consciousness level. That's what I'm talking about. What is the Knight of Wands energy, Spirit? You know, I always gotta give y'all lessons. I gotta teach y'all, because, you know, I feel like with tarot you should be teaching. Let me keep going, because I only want to get one at a time, Spirit. Okay, so the first one is mirroring. Yeah, this person has reflected or shared energies, gateway, new direction, new beginning. Alpha, courage and dominance, to see if it's meant to come out of will. Twin flame connection at the bottom. So this Knight of Wands energy is reckless. He's hasty. He made a decision without even thinking about it, right? And he acted on it. You know, he didn't just think about it, he acted on it. So with that being said, this masculine, because again, the Knight is a masculine card, an immature masculine, a young masculine, but it's still masculine. This masculine has mirrored, reflected on what they've done. And now they're looking for a new direction. They're looking to move into a new energy. They're looking for their gateway out of the remorse, the guilt, and things like that. But it requires courage. It requires courage on this masculine's part in order for them to truly understand or get the benefits of what this twin flame connection was supposed to bring into their life. Not just the masculines, but the feminine as well. You know, you made a decision, this masculine made a decision that they know they shouldn't have made, and now that they've sat and reflected on it, they want to move in a new direction. Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords energy reverse? So I have chained, codependencies, and attachments. We have the royals, yin and yang power couple. We have apology, forgiveness, and regrets. At the bottom, karmic connection. See, Ace of Swords, again, I'm going to tell you, making the right decision, but it's reversed. Somebody didn't make the right decision, and it's involving a karmic counterpart. This is not me making this up. Y'all see the cards for yourselves. This is giving codependencies and attachments. There was an attachment here, possibly to a karmic. And the decision was made based off the attachment to this karmic, no matter what it was. They could have chose this karmic. They could have did what this karmic told them to do. It doesn't matter. This right here is the root of what caused this decision to be made, okay? Because they made this decision based off of codependency, and the decision was in regards to not choosing the right person, or not choosing this person, which is the yin and yang power couple. This is someone's balance. This is someone's light, someone's darkness, someone's reflection. I'm just saying, we already have reflected mirroring. We had twin flame energy. We had twin flame connection. We had twin flame union. We have karmic connection. And then you have an apology coming because someone wants your forgiveness. Someone just says, I made the wrong choice and I didn't handle this the right way. I should have done this differently. Will you please accept my apology? And I think, honestly, that's all that really needs to happen in order for these two people to come to a middle ground. The apology needs to happen. It needs to be just as loud as the disrespect was. You feel me? So what is this Hierophant energy? Hierophant is crossing the line and boundaries. And then we have illumination, revelations, and truth surfacing. And then we have homecoming, reunion, and return. I'll get to the bottom of the deck in a second, but this Hierophant, right? This is this masculine who has stepped into their divinity. Somebody's got an apology coming. Somebody's got the truth coming. Somebody knows they crossed the line. I feel like also someone is testing boundaries, or someone will test boundaries to see exactly how they can approach the situation. Someone has had a revelation, and the truth is coming, and there is a return, there is a reunion. Will this lead to a long-term commitment? Will this lead to these two people becoming one? I'm not sure, but let's keep going. We have vague, unrevealing, and reluctant, despair, losing hope, faithless, nostalgia, memories and reminiscing, dropped, left behind, rejected, vanity, pride, and self-absorbed, and center stage, public eye, and performance. This person definitely made a decision based off of, it's a performance. It's their pride. They were only thinking about how this would affect them. So they did reject someone, but they can't stop thinking about it. They can't stop reminiscing, thinking of the memories they shared with this twin. But they're losing hope because they've been very reluctant and very vague. They've been hiding it. But there is a desire here, sexual desires and cravings, but there's also an interference. There's another man, another woman. I told you, that karmic connection energy. And then it looks like they might have made a promise to this karmic. Again, I'm not sure if this karmic connection is the person they chose or if they made a decision because of the karmic connection. Do you get what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get into some more tarot. We're going to get one for each. Spirit, please clarify these energies on the table for the collective. One more shuffle. Yeah. Definitely giving me that feeling, y'all, that this is like someone has a reconciliation coming with a divine partner. Even though it might not be someone you end up with long term, it may just come to a resolution, you know, to kind of clear the air and set things right, make things right, and just move forward. It's possible. It don't seem like it, but it's possible. Page of Swords energy is definitely giving the creep mode. Somebody could be watching someone else. We already have Secret Admirer, Adored Undercover. So I have the Eight of Wands and the High Priestess. Told you. I told you. It's like this masculine is looking at this feminine step into this divine energy, right? The High Priestess is the all-knowing, okay? She is the feminine energy that is more than creative. She's more than, you know, healing. She's more than that. She knows her worth. Like, the Empress is someone who nurtures, who heals. She makes things grow, yes. But the High Priestess, she is like 10 times... not more, but more spiritual. She understands alignment. She understands living in truth. She understands the mysteries of who she is, her boundaries, and she honors them. She respects them, you know. And then we have the Six of Wands reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles reverse. We have the Fool reverse, and we have the Six of Pentacles energy. Wow. Oh, wow. It looks like this High Priestess energy I'm getting is feminine. Because it's the Queen of Pentacles too, reverse. She stopped watering something. She stopped nurturing something. She did. She was giving a lot with the Six of Pentacles here. She gave a lot. But I feel like also I'm getting entrapment, mental entrapment. Like almost as if this feminine started to feel like she or he was beginning to have mental issues about this situation. Like, I can't entertain it. I can't bother no more. I can't address it more. I can't speak no more. It's driving me insane. You know, it's putting me in a place, in a mental place that feels like a prison, and I got to get out. So it seems like possibly to this masculine that, oh, they moved on quickly. They didn't even care. They didn't fight for it. They just gave up and, you know, stop giving it attention and stop nurturing it, stop watering it, like, you know. But the reality is, with the Fool showing up reverse, I believe that it may have activated something in this masculine. You know, I kind of feel like the feminine was like, you know what, let me take the L. I'm the Fool. I made a mistake with this person. And that's what High Priestess energy is about. It's accepting your part in something and realizing that you have the power to make the right decision for yourself and standing on your boundaries and honoring them, respecting yourself. What is this Nine of Wands? Barriers, obstacles, challenges, divine timing, the Soleil. What is this energy, Spirit? We have the Tower. There is divine intervention coming. There's a tower moment coming. It's here, y'all. It's coming. The Tower is disruption. The Tower is an awakening for some, you know. What a lot of people don't know about the Tower energy is that the Tower doesn't just represent, you know, destruction and chaos and violence and all those things. The Tower also, if you've noticed on the Rider Waite deck, the top of the castle and on the Tower card or whatever, the building, it's usually where the lightning strikes, which means that also, the top of the building represents your crown chakra. So what also this is divine intervention energy. This is what this also means. It means that someone could have had an awakening, but not out of a way that was like, you know, oh, on my own. Like, no, things started happening in this person's life that woke them up. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it could also represent. And then I see the Nine of Wands with the barriers, divine timing, the Soleil, like Spirit saying 2 times, divine intervention, divine timing. When this connection does come, it will be because of divine intervention. Nothing else. Spirit, what is this? King of Pentacles reverse, divine feminine counterpart, seduce, temptation, and allure, and soul pamper. King of Swords energy is showing up in reverse. Yeah, with Six of Wands reverse. What's interesting to me about the King of Swords, it represents Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy for sure, but the King of Swords is someone who is logical, rational, smart, intelligent, witty. But the King of Swords reverse is like, you know, someone who's not. someone who didn't make the right choice, someone wasn't thinking logically about what they were doing. What they were thinking were in the terms of, again, like I said, the karmic connection. They were making a decision based off what someone told them that they needed to do, or because of a karmic situation. Not logically speaking. It wasn't logical. This was clearly something that was based off of secrecy, something that was based off of lies, something that was not exposed or brought to the surface. I'm not sure, but King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords reversed is definitely giving that masculine energy of someone who did not provide security, did not provide stability, made the wrong choice. You know, Spirit, what's this Knight of Wands? Mirrors, mirroring, gateway, and alpha energy. So with that, we have the Sun card showing up in reverse. And the reality is, with the Ace of Wands here showing up reverse at the bottom, is that someone is not happy. Someone is not content with the decision that they made. They're not. And they do want to move in a new direction. That's what the Sun card means. There's no happiness. There's no growth. There's no light here. You know what I'm saying? Someone made a reckless decision and now they're realizing there's no light where I am. I'm not living in my truth. I'm not. And it's not making them happy. Spirit, what's this Ace of Swords energy reverse? Chained codependencies, the Royals, and apology. We have the Four of Swords showing up in reverse with the King of Cups showing up in the bottom of the deck in reverse. Somebody is losing their mind. Someone cannot control themselves emotionally. Like, the fact that I'm getting this energy, you know, the Eight of Swords is at the bottom. There's the King of Pentacles reverse, the King of Swords reverse, the King of Cups reverse. These kings are not upright. You know, it's giving this masculine who wants to be masculine step into this divinity, but everything that they've showed up for has been emotionally unavailable, not rational with their decision making, not providing security and stability. They weren't truly standing in the energy of a healed divine masculine. That's not what they were doing. You know, so I feel like with the Four of Swords showing up in reverse, I've sat back long enough sitting with this energy of making the wrong decision. I need to make it right. That's what it feels like when I see the Four of Swords. Like somebody's ready to finally move on something. Like, you know what? It's time for me to face this battle. It's time. Because, you know, what's after the Four of Swords? The Five of Swords. That is defeat. That is a card of a defeat, but not necessarily a win. Right? So this is someone who knows they're going to have to face this. They're going to have to, no matter what happens, whether it be, you know what, I'm going to fight to prove myself right, or I'm going to fight to, you know, let you win, whatever it is. Whether I win or I lose, I take the L, but I'm ready for this. Like, I couldn't face it before, but I can face it now. And either I need an apology, or you need to apologize, or I need to apologize, or Spirit, what's the Hierophant? Boundaries, elimination, and homecoming. So we have the Judgment card there. There's an awakening. There's that someone is waking up. Someone is finally getting it. Someone is finally listening to their spirit. We have the Five of Cups energy because there's loss and sadness. And we know there's loss and sadness. Look at that. The Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. You have someone who is watching someone in regret. In this feeling of what did I do? What did I lose? You know, and then there's the Hierophant coming up again in reverse. There's the Ace of Cups energy. Like someone's like, I didn't do the right thing. I didn't handle this like a man, like a healed man. I handle this like a broken man, you know? And also it gives me a feeling of someone who knows that they may have to break tradition and do it differently. Ace of Cups, new beginnings in love, new relationships developing, new feelings developing. There's the Nine of Pentacles and there's the Two of Wands. Someone is making a decision for growth, for themselves. That's what that is, Spirit, for self. This decision someone's making is for self. So it kind of gives a feeling like someone has always made decisions because of what other people told them they should do. And now the decision that they're making, this decision is all them. They're listening to themselves, their own truth. This is kind of juicy though. Spirit, please clarify these energies on the table for the collective. I'm going to try and get 3 of each and not make it too long because I'm already almost at 30 minutes. Spirit, clarify these energies on the table for the collective. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have feminine energy. Wow, feminine energy. It's coming through strong, man. The feminine energy, the masculine energy is coming through strong. All right, divine, time, and trust. See? Spirit keeps telling somebody to trust in the divine. Separation, longing, release, surrender, purge, air, Ace, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's the Ace of Air. Fresh start. Someone has finally seen the truth. Releasing, surrendering to the truth because they're longing for someone. There is a change that's required. There is courage that is required here on someone's part. Leo, Sag, Aries, Ace of Fire. See what I mean? And then there's guilt and there's sabotage. I can't make it up if I wanted to. I couldn't make it up if I wanted to. Separation, longing. Then we have release, surrender, and purge. We have the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have change and courage. And then we have Leo, Sag, Aries, Ace of Fire, which is like the Ace of Wands, and guilt and sabotage. I mean, that's kind of, to me, that's really self-explanatory what's going on here. Someone is finally surrendering to the fact that they are longing for someone they're in separation with. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and a Leo, Sag, Aries. It's possible, but there's heavy guilt here. Heavy guilt. So what's this Nine of Wands and this Tower energy? So there's party external, twin flames, guarded vulnerability. So someone has been guarding themselves, especially around friends and family, pretending maybe that they don't miss you. Very much like, you know, I'm good, I'm okay, but the energy is giving more like I'm longing for you, I'm missing you. Someone has definitely been entertaining themselves externally, dealing with it the way that they know how, which basically is probably not speaking on it at all, or speaking as if they don't care, you know. Spirit, what is this King of Pentacles reverse and this King of Swords reverse energy? We have avoidance and stalemate, healing and inner child, and awakening. Activation, higher self. I'm sorry, not awakening. Avoidance and stalemate. Yeah, they avoided this. They avoided this feminine. They avoided them. And this feminine is very much in this energy of seducing this masculine, not intentionally. They're just stepping in their power, stepping in their divinity, right? So what it's doing, like I said, is it's causing healing. Someone else's higher self has been activated. Healing, inner child, higher self activation. That's what it's doing. And what's interesting to me is the avoidance energy is telling me that someone has hit a stalemate. So because they've hit a stalemate, they can't move further. They have to deal with something. And you know, for the feminine in this aspect, I'm going to say this because it's sitting in my spirit right now. Try your hardest to not do things from your ego. You don't have a point to prove. You know the truth, and that's all that matters. You no longer have to prove yourself. That's also what I'm getting as well. It's an ego thing. But there's fate, again, detours, and divine intervention. See what I mean? This is divine intervention. That's what divine intervention means. Exactly what I've explained to you. There is the Knight of Wands spirit and the Sun card reverse. What is these energies? We have Ace of Air, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So someone is starting to realize or have some kind of awakening, present, abundant, and gratitude. And then we have confusion and illusions, Neptune energy, and at the bottom, change and courage. Right? Someone is realizing or having this realization that they do need the courage. We have alpha courage here, and we have courage here. They know they need courage. They've been wearing these rose-colored glasses. They've been living a lie. They've been living an illusion. They've been wearing a mask. In order for them to break this mask and focus, or shifting rather, on them from being unhappy, they have to muster up the courage to be truthful with themselves, to stand in the present energy, to be grateful, to show gratitude. You know, like this is how it happens. This is what it's supposed to happen. Ace of Swords reverse and the Four of Swords reverse spirit. We have regret and repression. Told you, someone's been sitting in heavy regret, reflection and reflecting. I told you, reflection and projections. And then we have comfort zone, right? Sitting comfortably in regrets, sitting comfortably in illusions, not making any decision. And this is what they were, again, courage. Whoever this energy is for, they have to muster up the courage. And that's really what it is. This person is, from what I'm getting, they're scared to face this feminine. They're terrified of it, because I believe that they know the truth. The feminine knows the truth, and they're the only two that know the truth. Spirit, what's the Hierophant and the Judgment card? We have deception and temptation. We have feminine, and then we have toxicity, bound and patterns. See, one of the things I am getting here is that the temptation is strong. But there's also lies. There's also secrets involving the feminine energy and the pattern. There's something more here. There's a toxic, unhealthy, bound energy, growth and summer, epiphany, breakthrough, stability, harmony, flow, nurture and compassion, freedom, leap, opportunities, and self-care. You know what's interesting? I feel like the feminine in this situation, the reason that this masculine is ready to kind of come forward and, you know, seek some kind of resolution between the two, even though it's not necessarily to be in a relationship, I believe the reason that this is happening is because this feminine has decided to free themselves from this connection and focus on themselves. Self-care, self-care. They liberated themselves. Like, I'm not nurturing you anymore. I'm nurturing myself. I'm working on my zen, my flow, stability, harmony, flow. You know, and it's making it look, or making it seem like to this masculine that this feminine is unreachable. You know, there used to be a lot going on here, but there's not anymore. Let's get some specifics on the table before we wrap it up, because I'm running way over time. Okay, let's get some specifics. So the first one we have is a thigh tattoo, and then we have big booty, and then we have red nails. We have long nails. We have brown eyes. And beer belly, big ears, a Honda, a Jeep, and a mustache. We have works out, a French manicure, wears hoodies, blue eyes, a drinker, and plays sports. Okay, now we're gonna wrap it up with a little this and a little that to kind of close it off and just see. You know, we're just gonna see what a little this and that has to say. So we have past. There is history here. Yeah, I think there's a lot that happened between these two people, but there's secrets. There's a lot of secrets. Something is being hidden. And then we have money issues. See, that's what I mean. I feel like something is happening in someone's life where they're realizing, you know, that they are suffering possibly financially because of a decision they made. Like, they need to right their wrongs. We have guilty. Yep, they did it. Someone's got a secret. I don't know if you know or not, but then we have toxic, not good to anyone. Toxic on 2 on the toxic. We have Aquarius at the bottom. We'll add that. Sorrow, bad, sad ever since you left. Single, they are available. Leo, we'll add that too. Sagittarius, we got that already. We'll put that there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And recovering, healing from trauma. So it's very possible that, you know, both parties are healing from trauma. Maybe this was a traumatic experience. Take it as it resonates, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed today's message. Again, sorry for missing a few days. Just a lot going on with my life and my family. I love you guys so much. If you would like to book a private session, you can message me on TikTok or Instagram, or you can email me, okay? All the information will be down below in the description box. Do not forget to follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I do post different content there as well. And that's it. Have an amazing Wednesday. I am supposedly getting my hair braided tomorrow, so I probably won't be here tomorrow, but I'll definitely be posting Friday. See you guys later. Have an amazing day and an amazing rest of the week. I love you, and that's it. Peace.